Now, more on the flooding concerns along the Missouri River. We've been reporting tonight about the issues south. I had a chance to go up in an airplane today, and I wanted to point out an area right over here, right there. That's the Fort Calhoun Nuclear Power Plant. I wanted to show you how surrounded it is by water. We couldn't fly very close because of the no-fly, the restriction zone there, but even from the distance you can see it's almost like a castle surrounded by a moat. The plant was shut down April 9th for maintenance. It remains closed because of the flooding, but the levees around it are holding right now. Now, much of the land north of here is farmland, and the losses are huge. Scott Olson is a farmer and equipment dealer in Tekamah. He took me up in his plane today for a new perspective on the flooding up north. He and his brother Randy own about 3,000 acres. About 500 are underwater.
This is one of my fields where that pivot was at. We had it all planted, had a good stand of beans and corn.
Now all of that work and potential income is washed away. Here you can see the irrigation system underwater. Some of the land along the river here has produced 200 bushels an acre.
Now imagine that same farm with that loss of income for the next 2 years.
Scott's been up here, how many been up here for the last week, up and down?
I started this about the 28th of last month.
And with every trip, the picture is more alarming.
This is Harbor 671 here. Same thing, a lot of people have retired, built some nice homes down here. The water comes up like they say, the rest of them will be lost also. Omaha Indian Casino. They've got big problems, just like the rest of us. Kind of like Omaha, they talk about the levees and the dikes in Omaha. NRD tells me that those dikes were designed for 1, 2, 3 weeks, maybe even a month of water. They're talking 3 to 4 months of water at that height. How can those levees last? How can they hold? We need the Corps to do more. The Corps needs to tell us what to do and where to go. This is not a Mother Nature, this is man-made.
Farmers and homeowners very frustrated in Washington County. They want more information from the Corps of Engineers. Scott Olson says they are being ignored. Now, the Corps did issue new information late this afternoon. The crest of the flood in Blair may be 2 feet higher than the initial projection.
Very frustrating situation for him, especially knowing that they may lose income, as he said, for several years to come.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Last night he was out fertilizing other areas of land that he has, and it could be flooded as well, but you have to go on as if it's not, or you'll lose that income too. So it's a dilemma.
Well, good for Scott for taking you up, being so kind to do that. And I know that you had the door open and were actually tied to a rope to shoot some of those images. So
I tied that camera on too. I didn't want to, you know, that's expensive.
Right. You don't want to get the bill for that from Channel 6.